Greetings, people of the internet! I am Lucha Man! And welcome to Lucha Man Reviews. Today I am reviewing the newest addition to the CW Network's lineup of superhero shows from the DC Universe, Black Lightning. Now, alright, so by the time I've posted this review, it'll have shown either 2 episodes or might be getting into the 3rd one. But yeah, so I watched this series. Each episode is an hour long, and it's with the DC Universe on CW. Like, it's not with Supergirl, it's not with Legends of Tomorrow, and it's not with The Flash. If anything, this show leans very heavily and is very inverse with the Arrow universe. Now, originally they were going to have this show air on the Fox network, but there were too many other dramas on there, so that it didn't go on there. So then it got knocked to CW. So here's what: in my research for this show, they actually said that it would be in the same vein of Arrow, but they wouldn't do a crossover. But now that it's with CW, who knows? Maybe the odds of it happening are bumped up. Might happen. Now, who is Black Lightning? Black Lightning is Jefferson Pierce, who by day is a school principal for Freeland, for the city of Freeland, and by night is an off-duty principal for the city of Freeland school. Jefferson Pierce was Black Lightning, but then 9 years ago he retired. But due to circumstances, he is forced to once again don the Black Lightning outfit and fight crime. Now, I think this is interesting because, like, unlike some of the other shows that we've seen that had the first season be the origin stories, this show seems to be taking place like after his retirement. Since it is the DC universe, I'd say it's along the lines of like Watchmen, hero who is no longer in his prime. Now, when I was watching this, I was trying to figure out, have I seen Black Lightning before? Actually, yes, I have. He was in the animated film Crisis on Two Earths. I saw him in the DC animated universe for the Justice League. And let's see, there was he also was in the Batman the Brave and the Bold. This is where I've seen them. And then there was the really early like Justice Friends. Hanna-Barbera couldn't get the rights to Black Lightning, so they had to create Black Bolt as a stand-in. Now I was trying to figure this out. I was looking for him because I saw a reference made in one of the Zero Punctuation videos when they were reviewing Infamous, another hero or villain who uses electric powers. But for me, the strongest connection I got from where have I seen this before was the animated series Static Shock. And I was like, hey, it's not the same character, but it would be an interesting transition because I saw Static Shock as a kid, and given how the character Jefferson Pierce is a mature full-grown man and has 2 daughters and is divorced, separated from his wife, the timeline would work in that vein, so it'd be a nice transition for the Static Shock fans. Like I said, this show is in the Arrowverse, so it does deal with some very unpleasant stuff. Like some of the violence can be a little graphic. This show is definitely not for the younger audience. Yeah, it has violent graphics and it does have suggestive themes, like with drugs and alcohol. Yes. Now, here's what. I thought this show was very good, but there is some stuff that I do not like. Like, the show does deal with a lot of real-world problems. It does focus on some unpleasantries that are being faced in the real world. Like in the first episode, I'm not going to spoil too much, but so in the 2 episodes I've seen so far, there are some racist undertones by some characters, not by one of the main villains and some side characters. So it is taking cue of the fact that there is turmoil in the real world, and it is feeding off of that. So while I think this is a good show, I am not a big fan of some of the real hard-hitting stuff that is happening in the real world. It's very difficult to talk about this, and it's very difficult to like and review a show that, while it is aimed at the superhero genre, does have to focus and bring some of the harsh realities of the real world into the light. But on the other hand, it's kind of by showing that stuff, is that a good thing? Because it is showing and acknowledging that it is very hard. I mean, Yes, so you can watch the show, you can enjoy the show, but like I said, it does take note of real world problems and issues. And while it is focusing on Black Lightning himself, there are other characters. So here's how the episode typically works. If I could divide it up into 6 segments. The first 4 segments are stuff happening normally, like with people in their lives, like with Mr. Pierce, his former wife, their daughters, and some other characters. Then like 1/6 of the episode is the return of Black Lightning, and him using his superpowers and thwarting the forces of evil, which I kind of like. And I really hope that as the series goes on, we get more of Black Lightning and special effects stuff. And then finally, the last 1/6 of the show, there's one segment where a character there's some character that hopefully we'll learn more about their story as the show goes on. There's something that is going on with them. And hopefully as it goes on, it'll be more brought into focus and we get more explanation and will help add to the story, and hopefully it'll make things more interesting. Not that this show is not interesting. It's really good right now. So yes, this is a show. It is in the superhero genre. It is in the DC universe, but unlike but there's some stuff it is for a more mature audience. Originally, like I said, this was aimed at the Fox for the drama series, but it didn't pick up. It's a good show, but please watch with caution and responsibly. Yeah, and if you do watch with children, there may be some stuff that you have to try to explain as a parent or guardian, because it does, like I say, reflect some of the bad qualities of the real world. Well, it is, like I said, it is in the Arrowverse. So while I do enjoy the show, some of the stuff, there's just some aspects about it that just make me a little uncomfortable. Whether that's good or bad, if that's part of the writing, for right now, I give Black Lightning a 9.5 out of 10. So it's another episode, another series for the DC Universe. So kudos to them. Alright, well that's all the time we have for this episode. Until next time, this has been Lucha Man for Lucha Man Reviews, saying thank you for watching and have a nice day.